what would happen to countries like Mexico, Peru, huge silver reserves, if they backed their currency in silver? Um, I don't know what would happen to the country. I think that would be great if they did that. I think it would attract a significant amount of foreign direct investment. But you'd have to combine that with other things. Just gold and Bitcoin, again, although I'm bullish on both long term, I see them as completely different asset classes. But they're not a panacea. And I think a lot of the gold guys and a lot of the Bitcoin guys, they see it as a panacea, again, like a religion. And it's not. It's not. It's not. It cannot solve all problems. It cannot solve all your financial problems. Because I'll tell you one thing that's a lot more important than gold or Bitcoin. That's a passport. You can have all the Bitcoin in the world. And if you're stuck in Venezuela and you can't get out, that Bitcoin or that gold doesn't do you much good. See, people forget that the wealth is not the gold. The wealth is not the Bitcoin. The wealth is goods and services. That's the wealth of an economy or a society. It's the productivity and the goods and services it can create. You see, I always use the example that Schiff gives because it's perfect. You're stranded on an island, and the only thing around you are a couple of coconuts and some sand, but yet you got your thumb drive, or you got your chest full of gold, you got your $1 billion. Are you rich or are you poor? So I think that it's very important to see that. And my point with your question, Rigo, is that you can't just say, okay, we backed our currency with gold or silver. Great. We're going to have all these investors come flocking in. No, what is the business environment like? What are the regulations? I mean, look at Ecuador. Ecuador is a great example of that. They dollarized, which sure, that's attractive for a lot of investors because you don't have to worry about the government printing, infinity money. You don't have to worry about it turning into a Venezuela in that aspect. But then if you just increase regulations to the point where you don't want, or where businesses don't want to come in, then what's the point? Right? It's the country would have to do a lot of things, not just that. But I do like that. I'm definitely a proponent of that, for sure.